Good morning, Gerrie.
my
Good morning,
goodness.
everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. Oh, Gerrie's going. I think we better go, Mike, and follow Gerrie.
Here we go.
Sorry.
No problem. Oh, pedals haven't woken up. There we go. Oh no, I haven't put a belt on my rollers.
Okay, I'll wait a bit.
Here we go. I'm stopping.
Me too. What a morning.
I know. Tell me about it. We're all that. Oh, it's the
My
sevens.
Screen still says Finding Riders.
All right, I am. That's weird. Gerrie, you're 0 seconds ahead of me. Mike, you're 29 seconds ahead of me. Yet Mike's behind Gerrie. Here, I come up behind you now. There we go. It's banded us now. Hey, good morning, Ben.
Hey.
Yes. Real sorted out here.
Okay. We'll all chat about how the morning went this morning. High tempo surges. Oh, that doesn't look like fun. I just decided I'm not going to do that.
You're not having my workout. I'm not swapping. I've got the 45 minute slow burn.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm doing the slow burn with sprints.
I did that. Did I do that on Sunday? No, I did it last week at some point. I felt so drained after yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was not an easy workout.
No, it wasn't. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning, Ben. Nice to see you.
What was yesterday's workout?
Lactate shuffle. Right here.
And that's always fun.
There we go.
Yeah, yesterday was a swim day for me.
Yeah.
Ah,
I spent 20 minutes in the pool, and then unfortunately I had some work stuff come up, so I had to get out, cut it short.
Well, I was going to switch to my new camera this morning.
yep.
And I set it all up yesterday. Started OBS. But it won't open it.
Ah,
I had this happen yesterday as well after I'd launched another application. OBS wouldn't view video from it.
okay.
Sort that out after. Other people are obviously using these cameras, so I don't think it's a return it job. Something else must have seized it.
Huh. So I got up. Good morning, Owen.
Hey, Owen.
Hey,
I was
Owen.
up nice and early this morning. I even texted Andy to find out why he's not up and going already. Then I thought, well, then Andy said, well, he's riding. He woke up early so he can install the update. And I came down to the basement, realized I didn't have my towels. So I went back up, got my towels. Thought, well, I've got no time. I might as well fix my squeaky shoes. So, took the cleats off, greased the threads of the bolts, tightened them, got to my bike, realized, oh, I haven't updated Drift. So, click on Drift, can't find internet connection. Oh my goodness, what's wrong? The PC shows no internet connection. Look at the wire. Saw my speaker drop down from the shelf that I had it on. And that disconnected my network cable. Oh my goodness, what a morning.
So I've got a story along
everything
those lines when you're done.
set up. Yep, that's it. And now I'm back here.
So, back in the day, I used to chip PlayStations. I'd go into my server room, get my soldering iron out, chip at lunchtime sometimes. So this one particular lunchtime, someone had given me one to chip. Yeah. I went into the server room, dropped the plug for the soldering iron behind the desk, just as I had done countless times before. And as soon as I dropped it, I just heard this beep in the background. And what's that? I looked around, and there, at the bottom of the rack that had 3/4 of the site's servers in it, was the UPS with its red light on saying, "I have no power."
Oh no.
So knowing I've got 5-10 minutes at the most to find this before all those servers go off, I'm looking out at the little circuit breaker panel outside the server room. I look across the wall standing servers, and one of them is connected to an upright UPS by the side of it. The batteries have failed in that, so that server's gone off. Looking around, I eventually find that as I drop this soldering iron plug behind the desk. Hey there, Mark, thanks for liking the stream. As I drop this plug behind the desk, it brushed past the switch on the one outlet that seemed to be running every single server in the room.
Oh my goodness.
And turned it off. So, the one server that did go off, it completely trashed the operating system. They had to rebuild it.
Oh, wow.
That one, yes, is what you call a single point of failure. That was back in the day when servers only had one power supply in them. I mean, even here in my rack here, everything in my rack's got 2 power supplies in it. My switch, my router, all my servers, and that is fed from 2 different circuits. If I lose one, we've got the other. I used to have a UPS in there, but the batteries failed in it. Replacing the batteries is a bit of a pricey thing.
Yep.
They haven't been replaced yet. I'm working on it. I've got 3 of the 4. But and that was that saved me the other night when I was running the cables in for where I'll be moving my Zwifting station to put the fish tape down through the conduit. At one point, got stuck, pushed it, didn't move, hold it back, pushed it again, didn't move, hold it back, pushed it again, harder, and everything went up in the basement except for my server rack. I pushed a wire nut off, and the fish tape shorted. The wires underneath that down to the ground.
Oops. So, talking about UPSs, when I was a lot younger, young engineer, we were taking measurements on train cars, strain measurements, and the system that I used, we didn't have power on the train car while it's moving, so I just bought a really big UPS, charged it full and used that. But as we were moving, this UPS, because of all the bumping up and down, had a short and then it caught fire. So the only thing I could think of was unplug it and throw it off the train. So I did that, stopped the train. We went there. Obviously it stopped burning. And it was brand new. I bought it 2 days ago. So I went back to the place I bought it from. Said, well, this UPS caught fire. And the guy looked at us like, nope, looks like you dropped it. I'm like, yep, I threw it out of a train. But that was after it caught fire. Was a long explanation to to see the look on that guy's face when I told him I threw it out of a train. But yeah.
Yeah, cell phones and taking photographs in chronological order certainly helps with things like that these days, doesn't it?
Yep, that was before cell phone cameras.
Yeah.
I think I had a Nokia 3210 at that point. Exactly, Owen. Well, the guy replaced it after a bit of convincing. Yeah. I don't have squeaky shoes.
No.
Although my trainer is making a clicking noise. Now that I've eliminated some of the other noises.
Needed to drop some lube on my chain yesterday, really. I didn't do it. I haven't done it this morning.
How often do you guys lube your chains? I do it like twice a year.
Depends whether I'm riding indoors or outdoors.
Okay.
I'm riding outdoors. I take my entire drivetrain apart once a week. Clean it. Strip all the lubricant out of the chain, re-lubricate it. I'm indoors.
Oh, wow.
Well, my last chain didn't get taken off. You just don't get as dirty indoors. I wiped it maybe once a week and lubricated it.
Yeah, Mike, I want to say once a month I would top up the lube on the chain because it doesn't get dirty down here. It's only to protect it from sweat. So I use a lube indoors.
Yeah, I did mine for like the second time this year. Just right before that triathlon a week or two ago.
Yeah, this bike is never going outside again.
Wow, I'm struggling at 2.5 here.
My warm-up's
spoke-
harder than my working set.
Spoke to Moles 2 weekends ago about chain cleaning, and we got this brilliant idea of 3D printing a chain guard so that the sweat doesn't drip on your chain. Since the bike's going to be indoors forever.
Send me the STL, I'll print it for you.
Moles got a 3D printer, that's what got us thinking.
Yeah.
But if I get it done, I'll send you the file and you can make one for you.
I was given my 3D printer. I think I'm either the 4th or the 5th owner of it. The last 3 changed hands with no fee at all. For me, was given it.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't get it to print the things that we wanted it to print. Came to me. And I didn't really make that many changes to it. The cover on the bed, it was pretty obvious that the nozzle hadn't been adjusted correctly for nozzle height before the print started, because there was a lot of gouges in the bed cover material. I replaced that. They're right on their hills. I replaced that, and for me,
Yep, that sounds about like the deal that Moles got.
Yeah.
It was a guy from his work picked up this 3D printer at the transfer station. Someone had it there at the brief hall, and it turned out, I think it was the bed that wasn't heating anymore.
yeah,
So it cost him $50 to fix that.
Yeah.
And then recently the guy got a bigger printer and asked Mills if he wants this printer for $50 because that's what it cost him to fix it. So
yeah. And to be fair, you're printing with PLA. Heated bed isn't a must. It's only when you're printing with ABS you really need a heated bed. Because, that drinks quite a bit as it cools.
yeah, but I think that was the issue. I can't remember. It was something that cost $50 to fix.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, a heated bed will certainly help no matter what you're printing with. But,
Oh yes. Feels like my bike's got a lot more power now.
and I have some of it.
Not
I'm really-
squeaking anymore.
I'm really struggling this morning.
Yeah, I didn't say I've got more power.
See red, Gerrie.
Oh, that was bad.
They're right
you
on
guys
their
doing
own.
the coffee ride this morning?
Yep.
The right on Owen.
Yeah, thank you, Owen.
Thanks, Alan. Hey. Oh, and out of curiosity, what's a push bike?
That's
One
exactly
without a
what you're-
chain.
Exactly. No. Push bike is exactly what you're riding on right now, Mike.
Ah, Okay.
to a motorbike.
So yeah, he said he was bringing a push bike to his ride, and I was like, that's interesting. So I Googled it, and all I came up with was kind of like those ellipticals that people have sometimes.
Oh, yes.
You know, where they're outside and they're doing like the arms and pushing or whatever. And I was like, I don't think he's bringing one of those. But fair enough.
This was originally called the safety bike. The one we ride on now. When they went from the big wheel penny farthings to smaller wheels, it was called the safety bike because it's so much safer than being on that big bike with a big wheel.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have thought, as you said, a push bike. The first thing that came up in my mind was these little bikes for the kids that doesn't have pedals.
Just getting pushed up the hill.
Yep. Yep, those balance bikes. That's correct, Owen. Yep, that's the first image that came into my mind. Yeah, it is a good way.
I got my kids into one wheel. They had that, one of those tag along things, fixes to your seat post. They have their own pedals, just the rear wheel. And had faith on that for a while, and next thing she's out on her own bike. Same thing with Hope. I've got the video on Facebook of Hope, and first time that she rode around our circle.
Nice.
Yeah, I was on a bigger bicycle with training wheels, and it's only years later that I realized what my dad did is he loosened the trainer wheels slightly, so if you put too much weight on it, it'll just flip out, it'll just give in. So I can remember being small and constantly going to him asking him to tighten the trainer wheel. And now that I've grown up, I realize what he did. He never tightened them.
Yeah.
It was his way of getting me not to lean on them.
Yeah. Oh, I can remember one ride with Hope behind me. It was after church one day, and I decided she wanted to go for a bike ride, and we headed to High Cliff, which has quite a big hill in it. And I'm thinking, well, I'm okay with this, even though I'm pulling Hope. So, on the way up, Hope's there behind me. Said, "Are you helping Hope?" And she said, "Yes, I'm helping Daddy." Pedaling away on a pull along thing. We get to the top, and there's no sign of Faith or Yolanda. So, I'm waiting. Hey there, YouTuber. And we're waiting, and waiting, and waiting. And Hope says to me, "Where's Mummy?" I said, "I don't know, Hope." Well, we'll wait a little bit longer yet. So, we wait a few more minutes, and then I can hear Yolanda and Faith. They got off and walked up. So, anyway, we ride to the top of the hill, and I mean, there's a tower you can climb there. Climbed up the tower. I raced the kids up there. Came back down, and Then we're riding down, and there's a little twisty turny, not so steep section. And we're going faster and faster down here, and Hope's laughing. And fastest that she's ever been on a bike. And then we come to the big hill, and we're doing 40 miles an hour going down there. And Hope's giggling and shrieking, and everyone that's walking down the hill is looking around to see what the commotion is. Big smiles on their face when they see us both tearing down this hill. Good memories.
Good.
That's nice.
Good morning, Sam.
Hey, morning, Sam.
Yeah, a few years ago in France, I had my daughter on one of those bikes that you hook up to the wheels that you hook up to the back of my bike.
Yeah.
And she was in a particularly bad mood. She didn't want to ride. But I said, you know what, I'll go fast. I said, I'll take you for a fun ride. I'll go fast up the bridge. And so she's cackling as I'm putting out an effort. And then we get passed by a father-son team on road bikes. And I was like, well, I can't let that stand. So I book it, and I catch back up to him and pass him. And my daughter's like cackling at them in French.
Nice. So, I've ridden on a tandem once with my friend Steve, and well, I put my power tap pedals on there, so I knew what power I was riding at. First time out, first loop we rode with Steve on the front. I'd never been on the back of a tandem. I'd never been on the front of a tandem. And then the second lap, we rode with me on the front. Nah, definitely an interesting experience. Right.
How's the balance on that?
Well, that's it. You know, you've got to get used to the feeling of someone moving behind you and adjusting the balance of the bike. It's something you just have to get used to. But
Okay.
even the slightest movement of the person is, just makes the bike wobble a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, my daughter was in a bad mood that day going and she was doing on purpose at the start of the ride to just shake herself. And it was ridiculous. I'm like, struggling to keep it upright.
Yeah. So tandem's much the same as that.
Got it.
So at one point on the loop that we rode, he came up against us. The cyclist, of course, when we're riding into the wind, he's doing like 15, 17 miles an hour, and we absolutely blew past him.
Yeah, we had one of those tow behind trailers where my daughter would sit in.
Yeah, I had one of those as well.
Yep, where they don't help at all.
Yeah.
And we just went for ice cream. And on the back, the road around the airport is really, really quiet. And we're riding, and I saw a group of cyclists ahead. And I thought, I'm going to see if I can chase them down. So as we got closer and closer, I realized I'll be able to even pass them. So I told her to shout passing on your left. And we were passing about 10 guys on road bikes on this perimeter road.
Yeah.
And she was just shouting, passing on your left. And the people's faces, every time they look back to see who's passing, was just priceless, seeing me on a mountain bike, towing this girl shouting, passing on your left. I made sure to turn off as soon as we got to a side street.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know. I didn't crash my drone then, going through all the bushes. Here it goes in the bushes again.
I can imagine that's a British term, Owen.
I think I could come up with a few other British terms, but
Google didn't,
go ahead, Mike.
explains why Google didn't help me much.
I think I could probably come up with a few British terms, but not ones that you'd want on the stream, though.
I agree with you.
So in 18 minutes, I'm going to pop off, get my kids set up, and then I'll be back for the coffee ride.
All right.
Ah, sounds like the way to do it.
I'm sure you could come up with a few as well, Owen, and his auto mod.
Sam, it's good to hear that you are back on form after your rest week. Is it just me, or is the drafting today especially bad?
No, we're all sitting side by side.
Yeah, but you see, I'm going back and forth all the time.
Well, I don't know,
Watching.
Andy just clipped my front wheel, took me out.
Well,
Oh, now Gerrie, you're shoving me. My screen's just sitting here saying finding riders.
Oh, maybe that's what's happening. Because if you look from the side, you'll see we are moving back and jostling for front position.
no. The one British saying that I'm sure you haven't heard of, Mike, but I'm sure you can figure out what it means. That guy doesn't know his ass from his elbow.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Have you? Okay.
Ah, that makes sense, Owen. Although we used to have a gardener when I was younger, and he would run next to his bike and then he would run on the left side of the bike, then put his right foot on the pedal, and then, no, he'll put his left foot on the pedal, stand like that, and then put his other leg over. Looks so weird.
Gerrie. Are these sprints you're supposed to be standing for or not?
I don't see something saying standing, but
Okay.
I've missed it before. I think
Yeah.
I'm missing it again.
Just asking, just to make sure.
Did
I think
see
I'm
Gerrie's
supposed
cadence
to.
hit triple digits?
Yes. Must be an error somewhere.
Go up the stairs.
So, oh, and you know, on a triathlon bike, you're supposed to run alongside it, get up to speed, and then leap into the air and sit down, right?
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Just because I don't
Well,
want
that's
to hurt
probably
myself.
Best way to get on there, because you have to push it out of the transition.
Yep.
And if you can jump on it while it's moving.
Yeah, so it is. You're not
Yep.
allowed to get on the bike until there's a line.
Yeah.
You have to push the
Yes.
bike past that line and mount. And so the really good people and the pros or whatever, they're just running and they just hop right on.
Ah. Maybe our gardener was a triathlete in his previous life or something.
Ooh, I've got a jersey. I bet you guys have as well.
I've got two.
Me too. You got
Mike, do you
jerseys,
have
Mike?
Two jerseys.
Oh yes, I do have some jerseys.
Jerseys for everybody.
So maybe.
You get a jersey,
Yeah.
you get a jersey.
So Mike, you've got the sleeves. Gerrie, you've got the front, and I've got the back.
Oh, it's so good you gave me the front. People don't want to see that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna overheat in these sleeves. Oh, and no, I have the normal road shoe pedals. What's it called? Look, I think is what.
SBD look. Yeah, because you've got
Yeah.
the Asiomas.
Yep. So yeah, when I'm running through T1 with my bike shoes on, I look a little weird.
Oh, you actually put your bike shoes on.
Yep.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, Mike, but you look a bit weird anyway.
Because
Okay, I look weirder.
There you go.
because I know the pros run in they're on barefoot, and
Yep.
the shoes are already clipped in.
Yeah. Just have a little elastic band holding the shoes up so they can slip their feet straight in.
Yep.
Yeah, I have yet to try that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not something I
maybe try
could
it on
do.
grass.
Not something that I could do with my old shoes.
I did try going sockless for the first time though, in that sprint race,
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I couldn't do that.
and I will say
no,
my
me neither.
my tri shoes are so comfy.
Well, so I've got Hespire SE9s, and they've got a little bit of cat's material on the cat's tongue material on the back of the heel. So I wouldn't recommend you go sockless in these. You'll have no skin after a mile or so.
Yeah, it sounds rough.
It just doesn't feel right. Riding without
Well,
socks.
And I was glad I did because my transitions were already really slow compared to everybody else. So if I was dealing with socks,
Yeah.
I would have lost like another 2 minutes.
Yeah. Especially since your feet is wet.
Yep.
Maybe we should design something that keeps the socks open and you just put your foot in and pull it out and you're done.
Gonna really get some use out of that 3D printer, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, Jerry's got a 3D printer. It's just at Mills's house.
Yep.
Well, I'm just about to come up on my cooldown.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
I'm almost halfway.
Definitely going to be turning the whip down once I hit that cooldown. Keep it there. But you guys pull me around for the rest of this. Especially if I'm riding the copy ride.
Did you guys see the slight error in the coffee ride yesterday?
No.
So it was originally 8 laps of Volcano Flat, and then somebody changed it to Road to Ruins, but didn't change the laps.
Oh my
So it
goodness.
was like a 237-kilometer ride.
So, so the 8 laps of wherever it was at first, that's just a placeholder. And Pat goes in and changes it.
Gotcha. So I checked, so a bunch of us were kind of joking around yesterday, like, I'm gonna have to start taking a day off from work to get this done. But
Yeah.
I saw last night before bed that they fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Owen, kit unlock. Join in.
Is that a kit unlock? Oh.
Yeah.
You can match what you got last kit order.
Yep. This one's
Oh, I need to stand.
today's is a kit unlock for the men. Tomorrow's is a kit unlock for the women.
Ah.
I was kind of hoping that they'd made both of the kits available for both men and women, but oh well.
Is that the new kit?
Yeah,
The new kit?
the new kit.
Oh, and I have to do it to get the new kit?
Yep.
Then I'm gonna have to do it.
Yep.
Sorry, work obligations.
Well, just set out
I'm
on
doing
it,
the
Gerrie, and
copyright.
set out on it, and you don't have to pedal. You could just leave your avatar there, and oh no, it's a lapped ride, isn't it? You've got
Haha.
to do the laps to finish it.
ODZ is clever.
I think there's
Not
only one
time.
lap though.
Well, mind you, Odivas is timed, so if Tina and Tiana want the new Odivas kit,
Uh-huh.
they really could just
Tomorrow.
turn up in the pen. I don't even think they have to ride out of the pen. And,
I think you need to do at least 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Zwift won't save it.
Oh yeah,
So it's about 2 or 5 kilometers. I usually do 5.
Uh-huh.
Or if I would do it, I would do 5 just to be safe.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring my, maybe I'll hook up my daughter's iPad tomorrow and get her the kit.
Yep. Well,
See if Faith can remember her credentials. Well, I think she's out of her 25-kilometer trial period now. She's no longer young enough to have a free account. I rode the last kit unlock ride for her. Get her the Adivas. The last Adivas kit.
what time is? Oh, it's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
7:15.
Or 7:15.
For you. 6:15 for me.
Why am I in this crazy time zone where nobody rides at 6 a.m.?
Oh, come on, Gerrie, we do.
Yeah, but you can do extra afterwards.
I get up
Yeah, but we
before
get
10
to do
a.m.
extra
to ride with
before.
you. Sorry, Mike, what was that? We get to
I was
do
just
extra
saying,
before.
Sharon and I, we get to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get up at 4:10 a.m. just to ride with Gerrie.
I feel so special.
Gerrie, I don't think there's too many other people that I get up at 4:10 a.m. for.
Nope. I don't think there's anybody else that will wake up that early for me.
Oh wow, a whole 36 TSS.
Oh my
I
goodness.
beg to differ.
I hope you
Jerry.
have a
Those 3
recovery
a.m.
after
Uber
this.
pretzels.
Yes, Mike. Yep, I forgot. Mike did it as well for me.
Yeah.
Wow, sorry, Mike.
Oh, it's all good.
But you didn't wait till 4:10. You actually woke up at 2:30.
That's dentist time, that. 2:30. 2:30.
2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, I'm gonna get to do all of it again next probably February.
What, are you going to do? Uber pretzel again?
Well, no, just I think February and March is when Ian starts prescribing 4+ hour rides on the weekends.
Ah, yep.
So
I'll join you.
Oh, you could always ride the ODZ entry when we start them up.
oh yeah, I'm looking forward to those as well.
Yeah, just a bit late in the day. But
At 4:30 a.m. start. Late in the day.
Gerrie, did you see the did you
Wet
see the
crazy.
number of teams that have registered in the Atlantic ZRL division?
no,
There's like hardly anybody.
that's the early morning one. That's at 5:30.
I think so.
So I can pick a fight with WTRL again. Tell them that you hardly got anybody in there. You might as well move it later and at least get the whole of ODZ in there.
So it'd be a TeamODZ ride, a race rather.
Well, so they published basically a breakout of the divisions and how many teams and that sort of stuff. And their whole argument, I thought, for their time zone selection was you have a nice distribution across all the leagues they set up. But they
Yep.
really don't.
No,
It's fairly,
they don't.
it's quite lopsided. So now I don't understand at all their rationale for like the two regions that are like, what, 5 minutes apart or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the first one is set up for, I think it's Australia time, and they're going to change their clocks to 2 hours difference, so it will move. But what I told them is, what happened to the other one? Because there's nobody going to be in then anyway. Because if the clocks change, those people is going to move with the clock.
Right.
And you won't get a sudden influx of people in a different category halfway through the series.
Hey Gerrie, you know it's going to explode when it stops ticking, right?
On my end, it kind of sounded like a little turn signal.
Yeah.
My chain hitting the derailleur on the left side, then on the right side, then on the left side. I don't think there's any bearings left in this bottom bracket.
So, a friend of mine was just getting ready to go out for a ride once. He was training for the Wisconsin Ironman at the time, and picked his bike up off his. He had a Compy trainer at the time. Oh, you're done, Mike.
Yeah, my kid's alarm's going off, so I gotta go take care of that real
Alright.
quick. But I shall be back for the coffee ride.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
See you soon.
See you guys in a bit.
All right. So yeah, he got his bike and did the fixing on the rear axle, did it off his CompuTrainer, stood it up on his rear wheel, and he heard something dribble down the inside of his down tube. That was odd. So I took and got hold of the fork and the chainstay and turned his bike upside down, and it went in the opposite direction.
Oh no.
So he took it to the bike shop and they did the same thing, the same test, and sure enough, there's something loose inside there. Oh yeah, this bottom bracket had destroyed itself as well, and there really were bearings floating around. How he was able to ride it, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Let's switch views
Yeah,
here.
I don't want to get to that point.
Go.
How do you like that for
Perfect.
synchronization?
I know, awesome, eh?
Okay, Owen, that'll be good. You gonna join us?
So, Gerrie, I've got a thought for a way that we could synchronize. Well, we wouldn't even have to synchronize and send two different video feeds to me. You'd send me camera in Discord. I might do.
Yeah.
You need two virtual cams on an OBS then, but you could do
Okay.
it. You could send me one camera in Teams and one camera in Discord. You could pull them in separately.
Yeah.
One camera with your stats and one without.
Ah. Yeah, I can send you a OBS Ninja link.
Right.
Good morning, Mom.
Good
Or
morning,
good
Mr.
afternoon,
Delport.
Mom.
Yeah, there you go. Good afternoon.
One with just the stats.
Yeah, that'd be another way to do it. Send me a green screen with the stats on it. Ways and means, eh?
We can do all fun things.
You can. Did I ask how long of a workout have you got left now? I know I meant to.
23 minutes.
Okay.
That's a long one. I'm gonna finish just before the coffee ride.
Yeah. Another 20 minutes or so and we'll pull the stream down. So 10 minutes in between streams. I'm going to have to change the batteries in my pedals. I can't remember the last time I changed them. I know I'm running on borrowed time right now. Usually I change them well before I'm going to go flat. And I keep those batteries for remote controls and things like that.
Oh yes.
I gave a presentation at the radio club last night, and I got my presentation remote out, and sure enough, the battery was flat in that. So one got used in that last night.
Thanks for the ride on, Shane. Mr. GP Loma.
Cheers, Shane.
I'm a bit frustrated with myself having the speaker fall off the shelf. I was looking over the other day and I saw the shelf is slightly leaning down the front, but that never occurred to me that I thought I just did a bad job putting it up. But then last night the speaker just slowly slowed down. Just hope it's not damaged too badly.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's
So I got to the radio club really early last night, set my computer up. I always have trouble connecting it to the projector. Sure enough, gave me a bit of trouble last night. Had it connected, it was showing the desktop. Went into the presentation, just a black screen. Oh, anyway, long story short, it was a resolution. I changed it from 1600 by 1200 to 1080, 1920 by 1080. And the presentation appeared. Yeah, we go through the formalities of the meeting and then we have a little break while the presenter gets ready, and I was already ready. So anyway, right before we've all reconvened and I'm getting ready to give my presentation, I just turn my laptop just a little bit to the left so that I can see the display, presenter view on the laptop display. And
yep,
it breaks the connection to the projector. so then I've got to unplug it, plug it back in again, shut the presentation down, start the presentation back up, hope that it appears. It didn't appear.
Oh my goodness.
Hey Rahim, thank you for liking the stream. Good morning to you. I've finished my workout, riding with Gerrie, keeping him company for his. Having a bit of time before the coffee ride starts in about 25 minutes time. It's unlocked here. Get to ride in our new kits.
Good morning, Dad. Or good afternoon, Dad. My goodness.
Gerrie, you need to teach me good afternoon in Afrikaans. Because at the moment all I know is goeiemorgen.
Almost the same. Goeiemiddag.
Goeiemiddag. Okay. All right. I
there
know
we
now.
Go. That's better than morgen.
In Indonesian, it would be selamat siang for good morning, selamat sore for afternoon, selamat malam for evening, night. Thank you.
My mother knows all about pronouncing Afrikaans words when you are English. She had to do it.
What's at the top, Gerrie?
Almost there.
And it's quite funny watching the side of us at the moment bobbing between the lead, watching keeping us together.
Yeah. It's different from usual. It's definitely something going on there. We never seen that.
No.
And we've been riding together for a long time.
That we have. We start doing it before or after Swift Academy last year. Oh, we must have done it before. Because we were doing it at first before I was part of Endurance Lab. And then the Swift Academy came along, joined Endurance Lab. Hey there, Reza, thank you for the ride on.
Hey, thanks, Reza. Yep, it was somewhere in the middle of last year.
Yeah.
Because I was doing workouts.
There you go, Gerrie. I need to teach you some Indonesian. Reza's Indonesian. So you need to say terima kasih. That means thank you.
Terima kasih.
There you go. That's perfect.
Terima kasih.
If you'd said that to me, I'd say kembali. That's kind of you're welcome.
Don't know where I'll use it.
And if they're a good friend, terima kasih abang. Thank you, brother.
Synchronized drinking. Good morning, Mrs. Lawton.
Hey, good morning, Mum. See you. About 10 minutes of stream left. I finished my workout. Gerrie's riding with Gerrie, keeping company on his. And in about 20 minutes time, we'll have the coffee ride. It's a hit unlock ride. I'll be wearing the TeamODZ kit. Swift. And we will get to keep them, hopefully.
Yes.
Come on, Gerrie. You can do it. There you go. Nice work. I'm watching my speed
Standing
bounce.
sprinting with not a lot of resistance is hard.
I'm watching my speed bouncing between like 10 miles an hour and 16 miles an hour. It's just going up, down, up, down, up, down.
Oh, yes, I see that now. I'll take a clip of this.
Yeah.
I'm debating if I change my bottom bracket, if I should change the crankset as well.
Yeah. This is quite interesting. We've got a minus 7% hill right now, and we're not really going any faster. Still doing.
Oh my goodness.
With this pulsing.
Yeah. So the old bike that was on this trainer, it's got a pretty new crankset and bottom bracket. No, and that won't happen. But it's got bigger chain rings. I think it's got a 56, 48.
I'm going to see if I can. Sorry, Gerrie. I'm going to see if I can break this. I'm going to stop pedaling.
Okay.
Let you go ahead. I've stopped pedaling and it's calmed down now. And then I'll catch you up and we'll see what happens. What's happened to your speed now? Has it gone up?
Yep.
Yeah, mine has as well. I've just gone into super talk.
Yep, Owen, it's a 56. I think the small one is a 48. Or it might even be a 50. I got that because my old trainer couldn't produce enough braking force on the flat roads. So the way to combat that is just to have the rear wheel spin even faster.
The right on, Megan?
Hey, thanks, Megan.
In my sights.
Riding a 56 outside. Maybe if I were in Florida.
We're back to 14 miles an hour.
Ah.
And the pulsing. Oh well.
Hopefully it's a server side thing. There was issues with people who had this in London on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I ride pretty big gears in anyway, Owen. I think my current outside bike is a 53/48 with a 11/28 at the back. Makes climbing steep hills very interesting.
So I'm gonna let you go.
Almost done.
All right, everybody, I'm going to bring the stream down so we've got a 10-minute gap in between this and
Yeah.
the coffee ride. So we'll be back with the coffee ride in about 13 minutes time. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Said Gerrie and I'll be back shortly to get our new kits.
Yep.
So, until then, we will say ride on. Got a high five for me, Gerrie?
Right on it.
No, you're on a
Can I
sprint.
do an iPhone?
Yeah, we'll let you get your sprint. Get your sprint first. Finish your sprint. All right,
Okay,
there
high
you go.
five.
There we go. Well done, mate. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you,
I tried
everybody.
to do a high five while sprinting.
Yeah. All right. Talk to everyone shortly. See you soon. Bye bye.
See you soon, everybody.